it's Demo Donna with Sparkle and Sprinkle, and for this video kit club we are going to be using the awareness stamp set, which is just fantastic because obviously there are so many different color ribbons to represent different awareness. So for this month, if you don't want to go with the pink, which is breast cancer awareness, if you have another ribbon you are supporting, then you can go ahead and modify that on your stamp set, on your stamp kit. So there are 3 different stamp sets, so go ahead and check them out, and we are going to get started by taking our black cardstock, and this is by the Paper Cut, which they are awesome. You know how much we love them. And then I'm going to be using this stamp here, but we are just going to be using a part of it to create the really beautiful flourish design on the edges of our cardstock. So I'm going to go ahead and just make sure I'm aware of what the actual stamp design. You can pull your cling stamp off, and using the grids on your acrylic block you can actually place the stamp a certain way, so that therefore you know when you go to stamp it you're just using that portion of the stamp. I'm just going to eyeball it for the sake of the video, but I'm just going to go ahead and dip it into my Versamark. And excuse my voice, sorry you didn't get to see my face this month. I'm a little under the weather, so I'm sparing you. We all know how beautiful we feel when we're not feeling well. So, all right, I am going to stamp all my corners, and I'm first doing one side with one side of my stamp. So what I mean is I'm stamping like all of the right sides of the cardstock, and now I'm turning my stamp around and I'm using the other side. So now I'm using the left side of my stamp for the left side of the cardstock. And this is going to create a really beautiful flourish, and obviously it is clear Versamark ink on my black cardstock, so you can't quite see what I'm doing yet. But I've got that completely done, and now I'm going to take the round image, I'm going to Versamark my whole stamp, and I'm just going to go ahead and stamp it a couple times. We're just going to create a background look, but we're not really going to be using this as like the focal point. So it's going to create just a fun little play with the color and the blah, blah, blah. See what's happening? I'm falling apart. Oh no! I'm using the mica powders. Sorry guys. And the mica powders normally come in a jar. If you want to upgrade for your kit and you want to get a full jar of that, feel free. I just have a little sample bag of the pink color that I'm using today, the Cosmic Pink, and I'm just going to dip my dry brush into it and smear that around each corner. How did I forget a corner again? We'll just move on. It's easy to fix. Okay. You guys have me in full effect today. It's super exciting. Okay, now I'm going to take my mica powder for this guy too and just blur that in. Like I said, it's okay that it's all overlapped because this isn't going to be a focal point. It is going to be a background. So I just wanted to add some of that beautiful mica powder color to the edges. Okay, so I am going to move this guy over, and we are going to be using our the Swiffer duster. Oh my goodness. Ha! Okay, I'm going to be using my Swiffer cloth, and I just cut mine into little pieces, and I keep it in my drawers with my mica powders. And I'm just going to go and rub off everything that is not adhering to the Versamark. And this is a really fun technique. The mica powders are so pretty and shimmery. I'm going to go and finish that one right there. And now you can get a better visual of what I was doing with creating that effect. So see, I meant to do that, obviously. Okay, so I'm going to take, I still have enough on my brush where I can just rub that around. I'm going to take my Swiffer again and just make sure the loose powder. Okay, once that is done, I'm going to Swiffer this guy. So pretty. And like I said, you could do this for blue. You could do this. I looked up all the different ribbon awareness, and there are just so many different out there that obviously we had to pick one and stick with it. Okay, next I am going to take my circle and my little rectangle, and we are going to be stamping with the medallion stamp right here, and I'm stamping it into my Versamark. Add my embossing powder, and we are using Strawberry Sherbet. So sprinkle your embossing powder, and then go ahead and heat set. So this one here I've completely heat set already, and then we're going to create our edging here. So I'm just repeating that same thing I did with the edges of the black cardstock. So I'm going to take my static free, and then I'm going to take my stamp again to just use the flourishes. So I'm just okay, once you are done with that, you can actually start assembling your card. So I am going to take my card base. We'll use this one since I didn't put one next to me. And I am going to adhere this guy. And first we are going to stick our ribbon on. So I'm going to pull off the 2 pieces of Terrific tape. We're going to take our 2 pieces of ribbon, and you're just going to interlock them just like that. So all I have is the 2 pieces interlocked, and I'm going to stick one end here and then wrap that around and stick the other side here. And then you're left with this really pretty, really fun ribbon accent, which is different than just tying your bow. And I know some of you have bow tying issues, so that's kind of a fun, different way to apply your bow. Okay, so I'm going to stick that on my card base, like so. And now we are going to add our super fun emblem. I'm going to apply a little bit of my Terrific tape. Oh, I'm going to apply some of my dimensional adhesive. Oh, this is a fun one, guys. Thanks for sticking with me. I look forward to all the comments like, oh my gosh, Demo Donna has lost her mind. She's officially gone crazy. That's okay. I won't be alone, right? Okay, I'm going to stick that there. Now I've got my Terrific tape, so I just added some dimensional adhesive. I have my Terrific tape, peel off the backing. And we're going to stick this guy down. A little more Terrific tape. Use your fingernail tool to pull that up. You can see all my beautiful fingerprints. Stick that on there. And you can apply that right there. Yowza. If you want to add some sparkle, so you have your choice. You can leave that nice and soft, or you can add some sparkle. I'm using Mauvelous. And I'm just simply going to take my glue pen, and I went and filled in the little hearts here. And then just did like some shadowing, which is really pretty. And then took my Mauvelous, which is a semi-transparent, and just sprinkle a little bit on. And then we have our really inspiring, awesome awareness card.